Hey gaming fans, so today's another classic and casual Magic the Gathering deck. And this one is Minotaur. Basically, I've always wanted to build a Minotaur deck a long time ago, and just never got around to it, so I thought now's a good time to actually put one together. So let's start off with the lands. This is a red and blue deck, so I got my fetch lands, my Bloodstained Mire, which searches out a swamp or a mountain. In this case, you're going to find a mountain. You're going to grab one of the 4 steam vents, because this is a red and blue deck. Then I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 islands, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mountains. That's the land. We'll get that out of the way. So to play this deck, you're going to want to get your Didgeridoo. This is an older card from Homelands. And what this essentially does is it allows you to pay 3 colorless. It's a continuous artifact. You don't have to tap it. You just pay 3 colorless mana, and you put a Minotaur from your hand directly into play as though it were just summoned. So really good card. It looks like you can play it during your opponent's end phase if you want, or turn, and throw a Minotaur down onto the field if you need it, or whatever, And it gets around like high cost cards of some of the Minotaurs. But to get the advantage out of like paying the 3 without having to use our lands, I'm going to put in 4 Thurin Turbine. I think that's how you say it. Thorin, whatever, Turbine. So basically, during your upkeep, you add up to 2 colorless mana to your mana pool. It cannot be used to play spells, but you can use it on your Didgeridoo. So if you get 2 of these Thurin Turbines into play, that's 1 free Minotaur from your hand, and then if you had one mana left over from this, add 2 from your lands, and you could drop another Minotaur down. Of course, also I added in a Soul Ring, just to help out with the Didgeridoo, because we want to try and mitigate the cost of the Didgeridoo without having to always use your lands. And the fact is, these are all 1 mana cost, so we got a tutor in the name of Trinket Mage, so I put 4 Trinket Mages in here, because this is a red and blue deck, naturally. So when he comes into play, search your library for an artifact card of 1 or less, reveal that card, put it in your hand. So this is going to grab your Soul Ring, your Didgeridoo, or your Thurin Turbine. So once you get 1 Didgeridoo out, you're just going to go after the turbines at that point, or the Soul Ring. Then I also threw in 2 Waterfront Bouncers. This guy, you can pay 1 blue, discard a card from your hand, return target creature to owner's hand, gets rid of your opponent's creatures off the board for a return, or you can bounce back your Trinket Mage and then play it again to get your Thurin Turbines out on the field faster. Now for the Minotaurs. So I got 2 of these guys, Minotaur Illusionist. The thing about the Minotaurs is they're not the greatest creatures in the game, but still fun. So this one is a red-blue for like 5, but you're going to get it out with the Didgeridoo, hopefully. And you could pay blue and colorless. He can't be the target of spells or ability. Or you could play red, sacrifice him. He deals damage equal to his power to target creature. So if you just got to get rid of something off the board, you could use his effect. Then we're going to I have 3 Inaba Spirit Crafters. I believe I only have 3 in my collection. I never got around to getting a 4th one. So I got 1 in German and 2 in regular. All Minotaurs get +1, +0, and he's a 1/3. So interesting enough, he'll boost himself because he's a Minotaur, and it says all Minotaurs. Oftentimes these boosters, they only boost other creatures. So he becomes a 2/3, and then he boosts up all the rest. Then we have 3 Talroom Champions. First strike, when he blocks or is blocked by any creature, that creature loses first strike till the end of turn. So you can remove your opponent's first strikers. But he's a 3/3 first striker, and if you have your what is he called, the Spirit Crafter out, he becomes a 4/3 with first strike. That you could pop onto the field for almost nothing. Then we have 2 Inaba Shamans. Pay 1 red, deals 1 damage to target creature or player. So kind of like a Tim, if people know what that means. Then we got some summoning, unaffected by summoning sickness, basically haste. Telrum Minotaur. This is from Mirage. He's unaffected by summoning sickness. Basically, he has haste. He comes into play, and he can attack the turn he comes into play. But you will be using your Didgeridoo. Sometimes you could just pop him out on your opponent's turn and not have to worry about summoning sickness. And of course, I had to put in the classic Hurloon Minotaur. He's just a vanilla for 2/3 Minotaur. And because I'm playing blue, why not add the blue Minotaur? Creature's Labyrinth Minotaur is assigned a block. Do not untap during its controller's next untap phase. So he's a 1/4. He's a blocker, obviously. And any creature he blocks, that creature stays tapped for that turn. For the next turn, I should say. Then we got 2 more Minotaurs. Minotaur Tactician. Takishin. He's also got haste. And he gets +1/+1 if you control a white creature, which you won't in this deck. But he does get +1/+1 if you control a blue creature. So you can boost him if you have your Minotaur or your Waterfront Bouncer or the Trinket Mage. So he'll become a 2/2. And of course, if you have your Spirit Crafter out, he becomes a 3/2. Now we need to draw, like once we get our little combo going with the Didgeridoo, and some turbines out, we're going to need to get these Minotaurs in our hands, so I put in Wheel of Fortune. You must discard, both players discard their hands and then draw 7 new cards. And I also put in Time Spiral, the blue counterpart. Basically the same idea, you shuffle your graveyard and hand, basically time twister. But then you get to untap your 6 mana that you used to pay this card. And then for more card drawing, I put in a Frantic Search, draw 2 cards, and choose and discard 2 cards, untap up to 3 lands. Good card. And then I threw in 3 Compulsive Researches, because once you get your Didgeridoo going, you might not need your land too much. So target player draws 3 cards, then that player discards 2 cards unless they discard a land. So hopefully you're going to get a bunch of Minotaurs, and then you're going to discard a land, and then with your Didgeridoo and Turbine out, start popping out these Minotaurs. So that's this build. It was kind of a fun deck to build. I don't know what I would change at this moment. There's like, a lot of directions I can go. I can throw in Burn because it's red. I could throw in Lightning Bolts and all that stuff. But I just thought this would just be a fun way to just pop out as many Minotaurs as possible and just try and overrun the field. Anyways, let me know what you think. Throw some comments down below. Hope you subscribe, and we'll talk to you later.